Alright, so essentially what this patch does is take the pixels of the screen, which in my case is 1280 by 800, 1280 wide, 800 height in pixels. It measures these via a p-vector patcher right here. So in time, the different distances from my mouse, or the vector, it basically measures the magnitude of that vector between previous x positions and y positions here. Sends them in there, spits out a value. It's then logarithmically scaled by this slide, smooth, excuse me. Here it's graphed, and then sent to ZMap. ZMap is good for clipping. Basically, as opposed to scale, you can invert values, and ZMap clips any value over the range that you give it, so nothing over 600. So basically it's scaled 0 to 600. I had to mess with those values. I reopened this patch. Basically, I had to change those values to 684. It's getting different peaks, so it wasn't totally reaching the value of 1 here. As you can see. So let's just do this. I wasn't completely getting a value of 1. And let's trigger that. Excuse me. It's not a signal. Peak. The largest value. Yeah. So as you can see, we're only getting up to 0.81. So if we take the peak value of this slider, only getting a peak value of 394.3. So I changed the scaling, and I think it has something to do with basically my screen being smaller. So now that we did that, I believe we will get up to yeah, so 1. So the same thing can be done over here, and I was getting better values with it. Anyway, that is kind of irrelevant. So these vectored and scaled basically ramp generators with this line. It's ramped so the value doesn't stay constant, or whatever it's controlling doesn't stay constant. In this case, this the p vector for this scaling is being sent to the right channel and the left channel to be mixed in, to be multiplied by the left and right channel amplitude. So basically it's a ramp generator for amplitude. Basically an envelope, creating an envelope so that the signal does not just stay on, and your mouse speed controls that amplitude. The mouse speed determined by the vector and the changes in location on your screen is also sent to the clip minimum level. So there's a range with the clip, goes from the minimum and the maximum here, and what else? The position X of the mouse, position Y of the mouse is also used and scaled to determine the pan position of the stereo field of the signal sent over here into the pan object, and the Y position controls the frequency, the carrier frequency over here, up and down. Harmonicity ratio and modulation index can also be controlled. I was messing around with that. Basically, modulation index corresponds to the number of sidebands, making the spectrum or the signal more complex. And the modulation index is basically a ratio of harmonic values that basically modulates the harmonicity ratio. Alright, well, that is my explanation of this patch. Cool. It's an awesome patch. Hey. Cool.